Hey guys, Red Eyes here, and I'd like to welcome you back to the Hermitcraft server. So first of all, thank you for all the kind comments about Coco in the last episode. I really appreciate it, and yeah, so thank you very much. And let's see, I've been having some graphical issues. There's like sparkly stuff all over the screen. Not too much I can do about that. I've tried everything I can. I think it's just an issue with the snapshot. And speaking of the snapshot, oh yeah, no more mobs on the rails. Good job. So I don't know if that's anything to do with us, but it's definitely a good start. Really, they need to just stop mobs from spawning on there, and that would be even better. But nice one, Dinnerbone. And as usual, there are a bunch of shortcuts in the description if you don't want to watch the whole video. But in any case, enjoy. Alright guys, so first thing on the list is just in here, in this sort of improved overhang area, I guess, and I'm adding in some stairs and all that kind of stuff. But, importantly, if we go in here, into this open room, you can see item separation. Oh yeah. So, perfect timing, got some mobs dying up there, and the arrow is falling down there, and they should make their way across and into here. Although I have a feeling the comparators might be bugged and not working. Oh no, they did get sucked in. So this should be at 22 items, so 10, 18, 22, yep. And then you saw another one fall in there, it went up to 6 and then back down to 5. So that is working. And the way it works is very simple. I'll link to the design I found. But you get a hopper on top here facing forwards, and a hopper on the bottom facing into a chest or another container. And then behind the behind the hopper on top, you put a comparator and one redstone dust, and then another. And underneath you put a repeater facing into a torch, which is below the first hopper or the bottom hopper. So the way this works is, while this thing has 22 items or less, it will only be outputting a signal strength of 1 dust. But when you put it to any number above that, it will output more signal, thus turning off the torch. And what the torch is doing here, it's turning this bottom hopper into a valve. So when it's receiving power, the valve is off. And when you take the power away, it allows stuff to flow through. But, when this gets back down to 22 items, this power here will turn off, so the torch will end up turning back on, thus turning off the valve. So you always have these in here. When you're outputting the same signal strength from each, or the maximum signal strength, and the output is always going to be, at the end here, then you can put stuff in an array like this, and it won't affect each other. Well, it shouldn't. I mean, what happens if you put a whole bunch of stuff in here is that the signal strength will be too large, and it will cross over to its neighbor, but really that's only going to happen if you're refilling it manually, and, it's not that hard to only put 22 items in there, really. But yeah, very good. So, since I've made this, I realize I made it far too hastily. I should have built it a little bit lower down, because I don't have any room to play about with water flows and that kind of thing. You can see there's an ice block here, which is at head height, so that is no good. Also, having this open area like this, it means it's a quick access area. Like I run down here, grab something, and then keep on going. And the only two things I grab are zombie flesh and arrows, and I guess any other food source from a farm I could have around here. So the bones, string, eggs, and gunpowder can go somewhere else, and that will allow me to open up this room. And like I said, I'll lower things down, and that will give you a clear view of behind here. And I want a clear view of behind here because above here, where that wood is, that is the closed off mob trap. But when I get it running again, the mobs are going to fall down here, and they are going to be traveling in a pipe that is going to be right here. So I'd like to be able to see that, see the mobs coming through, and they'll make their way to here, and then they'll swim up here into the lava. So yeah, I thought I would just show you this room in its current form, but it will probably look quite different next time. And also I need to loop the items around because it's not fully reliable. I have installed this overflow catcher thing here, so there's 3 hoppers, 2 on the side in case there's any items which somehow, go right on the edge of the block. But they have caught all this stuff so far. So I think it's when you get 2 or 3 skeletons that die at the same time, or something like that, and 6 bones come across here, and it's faster than the hopper can take them in. So they would need to loop around and get taken in on the second run. But anyways, it's sort of looking okay, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I don't like the stone brick here. So we'll see what it looks like next time you see it. Alright, so the next thing I did was I tore out the minecart loop that was here. There was a minecart going around, and a detector rail back here, which was triggering some other timer, and that was triggering the pads back there, the water. So I replaced it with one of Etho's hopper timers here, but unfortunately, whenever I log in, as you can see now, oh, I took everything out, that's why. But what's happening is I'll log in and it will be bugged out. Specifically, well, you can see now I put stuff in the hopper, but this comparator is not doing its job. It's not on. And this one is off as well, even though there's items in there. And the opposite has been happening to me as well. I'll come in, one hopper will be empty, one will be full, but both these comparators will be on. So I have to break them, put them back, and then it starts working again. And that seems to be the only way to fix it. So I'm not sure if that's just an issue with the current snapshot or what, but yeah, that's sort of annoying. Yeah, okay, it is working, sort of. But yeah, unfortunately this mob trap still is very laggy with all the water updating and that kind of thing. And I really want to keep the water flush system, so I've been experimenting. I sort of broke it down into half sections and just triggering half at a time, and that seems to work better. So I might have a a better timing system at some point, but I don't know. I want to wait until all the new redstone stuff is sort of more settled until I figure that out. Hey, kitty. And actually, ow! I think I will turn this trap off just while I'm recording, because it does make things a bit laggy. Even this kind of clock doesn't help really. Come on, give me my stuff. Anyways, I did a bit of work on the outside of the trap, trying to, add some texture on the walls. There's some stairs there, some wood stairs and stone stairs, and vines, and grew more trees along the side there. I started trying to put a waterfall here, although it is not random enough for my taste. And I don't like the stone brick under it because it's too bright and glowy. So I will change that and make it more random. Probably have it coming down from up there. Maybe like the mob trap is leaking or something like that. And I have an idea to create a bridge up there. So where that netherrack is extending, it will go over to where that netherrack is. And I think in the middle I'll have it broken. So it's like an old destroyed bridge with, some sort of pillar stuff and a pile of rubble down there or something. I don't know. But anyways, on top of there, you might be able to notice a patch of white. And no, that is not a cloud. Now, I don't know what came over me. I just had this vision and a calling of something I had to do. And what that thing was to build the egg. Yeah, I don't know. I just had this vision of building a big egg up here. And I don't know. I should have made it a little bit bigger, I think. But yeah, it's just a big egg in a nest, which didn't really work. I'm not too happy with the nest here. I think I'll take away the fences and ladders and stuff and just try and make it out of wood. But yeah, a big egg there. And of course, inside the egg, there are some chickens. So yeah, it's not completely without reason that I did this up here. I actually first made a small chicken farm just down there where those half slabs are. But because of their proximity to the ground, when I would get to around that torch there, I would get a huge sound lag spike. So I would just walk down those stairs and get to around the torch and boom, everything would get really crunchy. So I thought I had to move them somewhere else, and I put them up here. That way they were always out of sound range. And yeah, they are just in here laying their eggs, doing their thing. Still needs some design work in here, I think. But, it's just an egg hatching area. Or not hatching, just egg laying even. And as you can see, they are laying their eggs onto some hoppers there. And the hoppers are doing a bit of counting. So, I've got this circuit down here. And we'll check in this hopper here. There are 6 eggs there. Half a dozen. But when this circuit gets up to a dozen eggs, then it will shoot them all out of this dropper. So, lucky for you, I set one of these up just over here, so we'll actually be able to see it a bit better. Alright, so this is my counter circuit, and currently it's set to count 12 eggs, although you can set it up to count different things, obviously. And I guess it's not a true counter because it resets when it gets to 0, and therefore if you add stuff while it's counting, it will count more. But anyways, the way it works is very much like the item separator, only it has a additional RS NOR latch here. So this is an RS NOR latch under my feet. Redstone torch powering a torch, which is in turn powering the first torch. And yeah, so similar setup. Got the hopper on top, got the one on the bottom with a torch powering it. So currently this valve is turned off. And yeah, the way it works is when this RS NOR latch is triggered by this container having enough items in it, to get power to the RS Snorlash. Then it will lock and change states. That will turn on this torch here, which will power the dropper, allowing it to eject stuff. And you can see it has a comparator there just aiming into it to make it act like a clock. And of course the hopper at the bottom will be turned off because this torch will be turned on because this torch will be off, and so it will allow everything to flow through. So I will put another egg in here, and that should eject everything, like so. So you'll see what happens. Yeah, it changes state when it gets back to 0, and that is because when there's nothing in this hopper here, this comparator is off, so it allows this torch to come back on, and that is what resets the state of the RS Snorlash. So the counter here is outputting to the comparator, but the comparator is outputting to this torch when it gets to 0, and at the same time it's counting using this output here. So you can adjust how many things you want in your hopper, although you're limited to certain numbers. You can't have any number you want. But yeah, very simple to set up, and I guess, yeah, I have a half block here so that this power does not power the hopper here. If I had a full block, it would power it at the wrong time. But yeah, that is about it for the egg dozenator. And just while I'm up here, I can give you a cleaner look at the item separation circuit I was using. So, or item separation machine. God, these derp towering on half blocks is not a good idea. So yeah, I got the hopper facing the front, hopper on the bottom there, facing the chest. Comparator, 1 dust, 2 dust, redstone repeater, and a redstone torch. And that is that. So, using that timer, or that circuit, or whatever it is, then whenever we get to a dozen eggs, we're at 5 now, although I will just stick these in there and it should trigger. And then you can see they make their way out here, and they go through the trees here, through this little waterway here, and they end up down... Oh, that was kind of pointless, ender pearl. Yeah, they end up in this chest down here, currently. And I wanted to see how far away I could see the eggs falling from, because you actually have to be quite close to be able to see the items as they fall. So there you can see an egg. And if I get back here, yeah, you can still see it. I think you can see it back here. No, is that it? I don't know if all the items are bunching up as well, so maybe it needs a slower clock or something like that. But yeah, the egg waterfall idea is not working too well. So there's one other change around here, and that is that I finally hooked up this portal here. Now, I tore out all the redstone below because it was totally pointless, and I don't think I ever showed you anyways. But now, if we go through here, I will end up at a different entrance. These took hours to get working, these two nether portals. And you can see I end up down here, and I won't show you around here just yet. So what I'll do is go into this other portal, and this is going to be the maintenance, minecart, you know, all that kind of stuff. That will all come through this portal here. Now, this portal here is, well, I'll just walk down here and you'll see I end up at my chest room. So it's sort of behind the other portal. And my idea is to have my item storage area, all that kind of stuff, that will be down here. So I'll hollow out a lot of this mountain. And yeah, so the other portal is sort of directly behind that one, I don't know, 50 blocks away or something. And that's where the item storage will be. It will all be down here somewhere. But yeah, now that I got those working, I can start to think about minecart stuff, because one thing I really need is fire potions. I need lots of fire potions here. I need some sort of fire potion dispensing machine, because I use them a lot, you know. I like to walk around with all the blazes and that kind of thing. And yeah, I need more. I'm always running out. Got one now. I'll probably take that, because yeah, it's very useful here. Again, I don't really know what came over me. I just thought, well, I need to start building a grand entrance to my base to, you know, sort of set things in stone. And now I know this nether portal is going to be here, and the other one is going to be there. So I can, you know, base everything around that. And they're much lower down than they were before. Well, actually, you know, all this design in here, I'm really not sure about. This will probably all change. So don't pay too much attention to that. But the more important thing is that these portals are on a lower level. And that means that I can sort of hollow out all the stuff back here and put all my minecart stuff and redstone and all that in this lower level. And up here, I can just keep it very clean. So here I've got my villager who I need to trade with still. And I want to put the potion dispensing thing here, I think. I think I'll have a hopper, or not a hopper, a dropper and a dispenser. So I can either splash myself or just grab a potion. And let's see, just looking around here. You know, I'm really not too sure. Got some stairs going down there. Won't go down there quite yet. But we will just swing around here quickly and have a look at the next big construction project down here, over here. Oh yeah, I got a box. So I've boxed off the area where I'm going to be doing the auto wither farm here. And yeah, I'm waiting until the redstone stuff is a bit more sorted out before doing anything final. I had a good design, and I tried to build it again and it didn't work. So something changed. So I'm going to wait a bit before actually filling the box there. But yeah, not much else changed here. It's definitely got too much stone brick and what's it called? These half slabs, stone slabs. I'm very worried that you know, it's going to be too grey, and I'm not too sure what to do about that, because the wood will burn. Yeah, you know, it's quite limited, the blocks you can use in the nether, on the exterior at least. So anyways, I think it's actually important to start doing some redstone stuff. And well, I don't know, maybe I should trade with this villager first. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Then I can get some emeralds, and then I'll have some emeralds. And they'll be green like your eyes. Oh, and he nodded. Alright, I think I'll do some quick research, check the comments on the last video. And yeah, this guy's agreeing. He's like, yeah, do it. Okay. Basically what I figured out is, I think you trade pretty much the maximum of the first trade. And then you have to do the second trade once. And then that will unblock the first trade again. And then you use that up, do the second one again, and then a third one will appear. And you have to do that one again and use up the second one as well or something. I don't know. So basically, I'm just going to get a bit, and because the second trade there requires an emerald, so I'm going to be using one. And yeah, so that's going to be costing me what I'm trying to get. And I need some of that as well. And I can put this other junk in here for now. I don't think I'll be using all these wheats, but you never know. Okay. So, hello. Give me... Oh no, I think I want to be able to... I don't want to give it to him that way. I think I want to be able to see his particle effect somehow, but that's kind of hard to do. Huh. No. Oh yeah, if I... There we go, so I can see him. And let's see, get 1, 2, 3. Is that it? Oh no, I need more. 4, 5, 6. Oops, yeah, I need more again. Okay. Yeah, so it won't let me get 6. Yeah, okay. So now I have to go over to the second one and use some of this gravel and do this trade once. Or do I leave the window first? I think I do this one once. And then I leave the window, and now he's generating new stuff, and this first one should be unblocked again. Yeah, so I can get some more. Oh, only up to 7. And, yeah. Yeah, they both require the emeralds, the other trades. So I think basically the solution is to breed a lot of villagers and just look for ones with the best trades. And, yeah, I'm sure some of you are screaming at the screen right now because I got it completely wrong. I don't know, 7 emeralds is better than none. So, yeah. And you can go back in your box. So there's 7 emeralds I just got, which seems pretty terrible. I'm sure I should have been able to do better than that. And 3 I got there. So I've never made an emerald block. I don't know how to do it. Oh yeah! First emerald block. Don't know what to do with this. I think I will put it in here for now. And yeah, check it out. I've got 10 wither skeleton skulls already. Well, already. It's taken ages. But very nice. Anyways, I think that's probably about all the time I have for now. And I will just start hollowing this out. And yeah, I'm going to build the automatic... Or I'm going to build an automatic... what's it called? Come on, brain, do your job. Fire potion. Yeah. Build the fire potion machine, and then I will hook that up to the minecart back there, and build a little station in the nether at the base, and it will be super awesome. So, yeah, expect that in the next episode, and hopefully I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye, take care.